Home to some of the last and largest unspoiled expanses of wilderness on the planet, Alaska's untold natural riches really are amazing to explore. Appropriately nicknamed, the Last Frontier, America's northwesternmost state has a startling array of landscapes, views, and wildlife for you to check out. Separated from the contiguous U.S. by Canada, its vast forests, mountain ranges and glaciers mainly lie within the icy Arctic Circle. In this video, we explore the best things to do in Alaska. We've collected a list of the top things to do in Alaska, so make sure to include them in your list if you're a visitor. At first in the list, number 1, Denali National Park. The crown jewel of what Alaska has to offer, however, has to be Denali National Park. Besides being home to the nation's highest peak, it boasts some unbelievable scenery and nature with divine views and wildlife on show wherever you go. Unlike many of the vast state's national parks, its forests and valleys, rivers, and mountain ranges are easily reached by road from Anchorage. Presiding over everything is, of course, the majestic Denali, which towers 20,310 feet tall and is almost completely covered in sparkling snow. Number 2, Glacier Bay National Park, not too far southwest of Skagway, is another of the state's many must-see nature spots, the gorgeous Glacier Bay National Park. Only accessible by boat, plane or kayak, its inhospitable icy reaches are ideal for those looking to immerse themselves in nature with nary another soul in sight. Best known for its whopping Great Glaciers, the remote region was first surveyed in 1794 by George Vancouver of the HMS Discovery. Just under 200 years later, a national park was founded to protect its deep fjords, scoured valleys, and soaring mountain peaks. Number 3, Kenai Fjords National Park. Just southwest of Seward is one of Alaska's most picturesque national park, the Kenai Fjords National Park. Mostly made up of the almost endless Harding Icefield, its dramatic coastline, fjords and mountains offer up all kinds of unforgettable adventures. A geological wonderland, its ginormous glaciers, valleys, and rock formations cover a massive part of the Kenai Peninsula. The aforementioned icefield, one of the largest in the U.S., dominates much of its territory with narrow strips of forests and vegetation lying around it. Number 4, Sitka National Historical Park. Combining art, history, and nature in one unmissable package is the superb Sitka National Historical Park. Situated just south of the city of the same name, its lush woodland trails, towering totem poles and restored Russian bishop's house lie alongside Crescent Bay. Uniquely enough, the pretty park preserves the site of a battle between Russian fur traders and local Tlingit Indians. As well as wandering along its quiet trails and seeing its terrific totem poles, visitors can learn more about Russia's involvement in Alaska in the 1842 bishop's house. Number 5, Mendenhall Glacier. Just north of the capital Juneau you can find the extensive ice of the enormous Mendenhall Glacier. Tucked away within Tongass National Forest, it occupies a humongous valley with bare yet beautiful mountains rising up around it, and verdant woods lying nearby. Stretching over 13 miles in total, it extends from the gigantic Juneau icefield to the mirror-like Mendenhall Lake. Due to climate change and the increasing warm weather, it is currently retreating, with large chunks of it often carving off into the waters below. Number 6, Northern Lights. As Alaska lies so far to the north, it is one of the best places on Earth to watch the incredible natural phenomenon that is the Northern Lights. Also known as the Aurora Borealis, the spectacular swirling lights show can be enjoyed across much of the state, at almost any time of year. Due to its location under the Aurora Oval, and numerous hours of darkness in winter, many people head to Fairbanks to see their bewitching colors, shapes, and swirls. Dedicated tours, activities, and specially designed accommodations all give you the best chance of seeing the polar lights illuminate the night sky. Number 7, Katmai National Park. Famed for its abundance of big brown bears and the leaping salmon they feast on, Katmai National Park really is an unforgettable place to visit. Lying at the base of the Alaskan Peninsula, its isolated landscapes can only be reached by air taxi from Anchorage, Homer, and King Salmon. Once you arrive, and even on the way, you'll be greeted with spellbinding scenery as a chain of huge volcanoes line its dramatic coastline. The most impressive spot to see them is the lava-scarred Valley of 10,000 Smokes, which is full of fumaroles, craters, and gaping chasms. Number 8. Seward. Set in an absolutely stunning spot is the small port city of Seward. Surrounded by sparkling waters and striking snow-capped mountains, it lies at the head of Resurrection Bay on the Kenai Peninsula. Now known as the Gateway to Kenai Fjords National Park, the town was initially founded in 1903 as the ocean terminus of the Alaska Railroad. The state's only deep-water, ice-free port, it has great transport links with sport fishing trips and sightseeing cruises both being available from its harbor. Aside from basking in its beauty and exploring the neighboring national park, you can also kayak and sail about its sheltered waters. Number 9. Chugach State Park. Another pristine nature spot that is easily accessed from Anchorage is the captivating Chugach State Park. After just 20 minutes drive, you can find yourself hiking, mountain biking, or horseback riding amidst all its breathtaking scenery. Named after the massive and majestic mountain range that runs through it, the park was established in 1970. Roaring rivers, glinting glaciers, and sweeping valleys punctuate the rugged range, with vast forests and alpine meadows also on show. Bears, moose, and wolves can sometimes be spotted in its remote reaches. At last in the list, number 10, Hubbard Glacier. While some thermal springs can be found here and there, many parts of Alaska like the humongous Hubbard Glacier are incredibly cold and icy. From Yakutat in the southeast of the state, visitors can take superb sightseeing cruises and boat trips to see its endless ice sheets. The largest tidewater glacier in North America, it occupies the entrance to the Russell Fjord within Wrangell Street. Elias National Park. First mapped in 1895, it remarkably stretches around 76 miles in length. Massive chunks of ice the size of 10-story buildings routinely calve off it into the ocean. Now it's time to hear from you. What's your favorite things to do in Alaska? Is there something we missed? Let us know in the comments section below, and don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to Greenable if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.